Hi, I'm Gary Ellerhorst from the Greater Harrison Chamber of Commerce with this month's Highlight Harrison. Today we're with Willisa Redford of the Harbor Lights Edu-Care Center, co-founder. Thanks for joining us today.
So glad to be here. Thank you for being here.
You bet. So you and your daughter started Harbor Lights. It's an Edu-Care Center.
Correct.
In 2025. So what were you doing before? And tell us about yourself and your daughter, Liz.
Yeah. So I have always been someone who works with children. I love children. So since 11 years old, I started babysitting and I've never stopped working with children. I went into education in college. I have a degree in special education and I have a certificate as a reading specialist, intervention specialist. I'm certified to teach special ed, elementary ed, so all things education, dealing with children. I had my own children and got to spend some time at home with them and did some homeschooling with my own children. Went from that into children's ministry. I was a children's pastor for 19 years. Went back into the classroom in Christian education, and then now I am. God's called me to be part of this daycare. And then I'm all things kids, and Liz is all things business. She is very business-minded. She has done all the paperwork necessary to have us up to code and up to state guidelines so that the daycare can be open. She does the marketing, the business side, the communication with parents and people inquiring. So she's all things business and has been since high school. Has been in retail, has always worked her way up through management. She was in HR at Pomeroy right before leaving there to help open the daycare. So we make a great team.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. So there's a lot of good healthcare options and childcare options, I should say, here in the Harrison area. So what makes Harbor Lights different?
Right. Harbor Lights is a Christian daycare. So we have those Christian values. And when we look at a child, we know that God has created each child with purpose and potential. And so we're always looking at that, holding ourselves and other staff members to high standards and Christian values. The other thing that makes us unique is my education background. Being a special education teacher, the educational training that I have, I can assess children and see where they are developmentally and help them go to the next level. We have children here who are developmentally delayed, and so we've been able to work with them and help them advance in their speech. And I also have children who are advanced. The 2-year-old curriculum that we use, that it's according to the state, they're beyond where typical 2-year-olds are developmentally, and so I can take them to the next level, talking about pencil grasp and shapes and colors wherever that child may be. So that educational piece is unique. We do more than just watch over the children. We're educating, helping them to grow into the potential and what God has for them.
Hence the Edu-Care, right?
Yes.
Good name.
Yes.
So if we talk to your customer base or whatever, what is it that they would say stands out? Why do they come to you?
Yeah. Harbor Lights Edu-Care Center will always be a smaller classroom size, and some of that's due to the size, the physical size of the classroom. So our classrooms will be about 11 students in each. So we'll always have that smaller classroom size, that individualized attention. And we also have, with my children's ministry background, an ability to minister to the whole family. So we've been able to minister with families who are going, a family going through a difficult situation, to pray with them, to walk through that with them, to be sensitive to their children's needs. So again, that balance of that Christian, the education, the personal, the small group, has all been very positively and well received from our parents.
And what have you enjoyed most since you set this up and have been running the Harbor Lights?
Yeah, for me personally, it's the children. I've always in my entire life have enjoyed children and continue. I've not worked quite this closely with children this young, but I find that I enjoy them as much as I have elementary children and other children throughout the ages.
Well, God bless you. I know my wife watches some of our grandkids, and she says, I understand why God gives us children when we're young.
Yes,
They
it's a
can
lot
be
of
a handful.
It's a lot of energy.
Absolutely.
But
So
it's good.
what is a typical day for the kids when they come here to Harbor Lights? What's a typical day like?
Yeah. So Liz or I get here about 6:15, so a bright and early start, get the lights turned on and everything ready. Children start arriving. We play out in the open gym area, and once the last arrival comes, we do breakfast. We have breakfast together. They continue to play. We come into the classroom. In the classroom, we have learning centers that they'll go, and I can work in the learning centers with them. And then the day goes fast. Then we're back out doing snack time, back out playing in the gym, going outside when the weather permits, although the weather has not been permitting recently. And then we come back in and we do more intentional teaching time, where we're doing circle time, we're talking about shapes, how to hold a pencil, wherever the child may be. And then soon after that, it's lunchtime, then it's nap time. Nap time is such a precious time as they sleep, to get to pray over the children and watch over them. There's nothing, I know sleeping children, they're quiet, but they're precious too. Then snack time, and then we play until families start picking up. So the days are full of learning and fun and rest and food, lots of good things to eat. But they are very rewarding each day.
And I'm sure just introducing that structure of a day
Yes.
is very helpful.
Yes.
So along with what you would normally expect, what else how else do you get the parents and the families involved in their children's edu-care?
Yeah. So for me, it's always been my personal philosophy that parents have an expertise and knowledge of their children. Just due to the amount of time that they've spent with them, they have information. So I'm very proactive in listening to parents, getting information, taking in their input. It's not a me versus them, or I'm the expert, I know better than you. I don't. I treat them as the expert, taking in what information and expertise on their child that they bring to me. And then I do have training, and I do have background, and I have 30+ years of working with children that I can share with them, and together, collaboratively, we can come together with a plan for how to help that child grow in their education or development, or if there's a behavioral issue, how to help that child in that issue. And I've had this philosophy over the 30+ years that I've been a teacher, a children's pastor, and I have seen the success of working with the parent, not against the parent. So that's the number one way that I involve parents. But we use Bright Wheel. So it's an app that's on our phone and on the parent's phone. So every diaper change, every snack, every lunch, what they've eaten, what they haven't eaten, everything is recorded throughout the day. We take pictures of them when they're playing, or if we do something special. All that information goes out to the parent real time, that they can see what their child is doing, as well as they can communicate back to us. And then at drop off and pick up, it's a great time to interact and connect with families.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, so you were a Christian childcare center.
Correct.
So, do you require your parents of the children to be a church-going member?
We do not. We do have families who attend church, and we have families that do not attend church. But we are very intentional to make sure families know that Christian values, things about Jesus, things about God will be taught here and will be shared with your children.
So what's your vision for Harbor Lights, let's say, in the next year? What are your goals, your plans?
Right. We're planning on growing. We have room for more students in our infant to and preschool, so growth in those areas. We recently have been awarded from the state the ability to have school-aged children. So our hope is this summer to have school-aged children join us and have a summer program for them. And as we grow, to continue to maintain that vision of every child is created for a purpose with potential, looking at them to grow educationally, socially, emotionally, spiritually.
Great. Well, after watching the kids having fun, let me know when you're able to take older people.
Yeah.
I could spend my afternoons down here with a nap and a snack too. That'd be great.
That's right, yes.
So,
It would be good.
as a Christian founder, especially running a business, What advice do you have for others who would like to align their work and their faith together?
Yeah. I think the biggest thing is to believe that God can align our business and our faith together. That not only has He created these children with purpose, but He's created each of us with a purpose. So it's my belief in God that He has led and guided me throughout my life so that my faith and my work have always gone hand in hand. When I originally got out of college and went into teaching, my plan was to have children and then stay in teaching and continue to teach and raise my family, but God's plan was different. I got to stay home with my children. I was able to be a children's pastor, and here I am today owning a Christian daycare. So just following His plan and believing that He will align your faith and your work.
Yes, our plans are
Yes.
subservient to the plans
Yes.
of God for sure. Well,
Yes.
I think it's great, and I think it would be nice if people would be less afraid to tie their faith and their work
Yes.
together.
Yes.
For some reason, we've made it so that we were almost afraid to do that.
Right.
And there was certainly nothing but good that'll come out of it.
Right. It's beautiful.
So it
Yes.
absolutely is. So
Yes.
I want to thank you very much.
Thank you.
We are located here at 220 Sunset Avenue.
Yes.
Here in Harrison, Ohio. And if they want to get a hold of you, do they stop in, call? Do you have a website?
Right. We have a website, Harbor Lights Edu-Care Center.org. We have a phone, 513-202-1777. Or you can stop in and ring the doorbell and we will come to the door.
Well, thank you for taking some time out of
Yes.
your obviously very busy day. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to Highlight Harrison and hope to see you again next month. In the meantime, stop by and check out Harbor Lights. Thank you very much for joining us. Take care and good luck.
Thanks.